guest rep. Anyways, hi guys. I know it's been forever and a lifetime, but we're back in Vice City, and we've made lots of progress. But that's not the main reason I'm here to talk to you. I'm going to just be using Vice City as a way to keep moving, because if I'm not moving, then I lose my train of thought. It's a weird tick I have, but it's just something I have to deal with, and otherwise I just go ballistic, spaz, random bullshit. Anyways, on to the main subject of discussion. We're going to be talking about Fallout. Yes, I am speaking directly to Fallout 4 and the Fallout franchise from 3 moving forward, since that's when Bethesda picked up the series. I don't know much about the first 2 Fallout games, other than they were kind of castle defense style, and I'm not big into that. But what I have seen in Fallout 4 apparently is nothing new, I'm going to assume. I have been watching H2O Delirious' Let's Play of Fallout 4, and I'm loving it. The game looks fucking gorgeous. It looks like it plays pretty straightforward controls, nothing, no nonsense type of bullshit, especially if you're a returning player who's played 3 and New Vegas. And to give its just credit, Fallout New Vegas, from what I understand, is an incredible game to mod. To its credit. That is what I've heard. I've played none of the Fallout games, so I can't speak to my own experience on that. Moving along. One thing I did notice, that as someone who is building a city in Minecraft, that really kind of got under my skin, was not so much the size of the map, was the size of the towns. Let me elaborate. When I was, once upon a time, part of Greenfield, you learned to build things realistically. That was the main goal of the city project, just as Vice is here. Everything has to make sense. Distances have to be accounted for. You can't have more than a set number of gas stations within a close distance of them, unless you were doing like competing stations, one right across the corner from another. Likewise, placement of objects has to make sense, and looking back, I could probably find a better place for the college other than right next to the fucking freight yard for the seaport. The Skull Ranch. My old friend. How I've missed thee. Hold on, let me turn rain off because this is kind of lagging me out. Anyways. When you're inside a town in Fallout 4, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who's experienced this. I'm positive of that fact 100%. Everything feels like there's a whole lot more to the city. But once you leave Main Street, there's nothing. Literally nothing. Now, it's not the distances between the towns I have a problem with. In fact, they could, now that I think about it, they could maybe be a little farther apart. Just a little bit. Or at least set the life scale to a closer degree. And by that I mean, like, it could be a little more closer to real life. That's kind of the point of my build here. But the towns, it just... I mean, we're talking Boston here, for fuck's sake. The Commonwealth of Boston. Now, understandably, having gotten as far as Delirious' Let's Play, it is 12... Well, now, it's 11/24/15, which I just saw the latest episode, which had him go all the way down to the crater of Adam, which is deep into the wastelands in the heart of fucking Deathclaw territory. You really get a sense of how big Boston really is intended to be. I mean, there's literally nothing out there now in the main game, but you have to really remember, we're talking about a fucking city that, even in an alternate universe, would have had at least a couple million people. Now, bear that fact in mind. as we go on to discuss the next part of it. The map is gorgeous. There's a lot to love about the map. You just look at it and it's just full of detail. I mean, you cannot just like hate on it just for the sake of hating on it because it's just that pretty. I don't know, this is just me bitching and moaning about some little ticks I have about it, but really there's some things that just get under my skin more than others. Like, the buildings themselves make sense. It's the layout of the buildings that I have an issue with. Like, some of them feel too far apart, some feel too close together, and then you get outside the main building pack and there's nothing. I mean, I know this is in an alternate universe in a fucking video game and I'm bitching and moaning about it. And I know it sounds really stupid to a lot of you. But, I mean, it's just something that's a pet peeve of mine that kind of bugs me. Like, as a whole, the map feels okay, but it feels underpopulated. And by that I mean, like, before the entire bomb drop thing. It feels like it wasn't as populated as it should be. Like, take the area around Constitution, USS Constitution to fucking Paul Revere's house. Don't the roads seem a little small for, like, a historic district? Like, I know that seems a little counterintuitive, but you look at Boston today, it's got a lot of ass-backwards roads. But even then, some of the roads they're trying to play off as bigger than they really are. Like, there are on-ramps that I just instantly see that would, to me anyways, look like they would get very easily congested. Like, within 5 seconds, it would, at a stoplight, get congested. That's one thing. I know I'm gonna sound like I'm sucking Rockstar's and Take-Two's dick here, but that's one thing Rockstar got right. They made the world connect well, map-wise. I mean, you go back to some of the older games, and I've been playing a lot of 5, I know. But you go back even to the early days, like Vice City, Liberty City. It all felt like it made sense. Like, you'd turn one corner, oh, hey, that makes sense. Okay, that makes one sense. It wasn't just like, you look one way, you're looking at a particular part of the world. You turn 90 degrees, and you felt like you're in a completely different part of the world. No. That's what Fallout's doing, and it's just something that bugs me. Whereas with Rockstar in, let's talk San Andreas. You look one way, you felt, okay, I'm here. You turn 90 degrees, okay, I'm still here, but this also looks like something else. So, it connected well. And that's one of my problems with the map in Fallout 4, is it doesn't feel like it connects well to itself. And that's one of the things that I'm personally having a really hard time here in Vice City, is trying to get everything to work. The fuck? What? Okay, moving along. And it's hard, it's difficult. I completely understand it. It's just, I've spoken to a very hardcore fan of the series, my friend Ben. And it does not live up to the hype, is his personal opinion of it. It's good, but it just doesn't live up to the hype. And he accounts new players who've never played a single Fallout game to that being the reason why. And as someone who's been there, I can understand exactly what he means. Because there's been games I have played that I got really hyped up for and then was kind of disappointed behind. And for the life of me, I got really hyped up about, when I was a kid, about Sly 3 when it came out. Way back during the time when PS2 was king. And It really did not live up to its hype. It really did not. I don't know why. It just didn't. And that kind of pissed me off. Why am I still lagging? What the fuck? Hold on a sec here, folks. And it felt like it could never live up to the success in some respects to its predecessor. Whereas it improved in some areas, it kind of felt like it fell short in others. Now, I can't speak from experience. I'll wait till I get Ben's opinion after he completed the game. But as someone who loves a really good RPG, I would still recommend Fallout 4 just for the amount of missions that are very story-based. Now, I'm a completionist and I love fucking doing story-based missions. Like, not just main story, but like side quests. If I had Fallout 4 right now, like the Pip-Boy edition, dude, I wouldn't even be making this video because I would just be so fucking buried into the game. I would probably no-life the fuck out of that shit for like a week straight. Get bored of it, come back to Minecraft. Get bored of Minecraft, go straight back to Fallout 4. And then I would probably get really close to completing it and stop playing it altogether. Because I love the game that much. If I did love the game that much. And I've actually done this with another RPG. It's a JRPG. It's called Dark Cloud 2. And if anyone has ever played Kingdom Hearts, think Kingdom Hearts if it wasn't Disney and had no Final Fantasies type of shit to it and was about saving the world and had some really interesting game mechanics like building cities and towns, which is kind of where this came from, all of this, in a sense. It's just the vibe of picking up pre-made, fabricated shit, finding a place to stick it, and plopping it down, making it work, logically. Like, I still have to completely figure out where all my electrical grid is going to be going. I gotta fucking find placements for the high voltage lines to put those in. Hell, I still need to build the fucking towers for those. I'm probably gonna go 3 or 4 different versions of towers. Just for fucking having variety. I mean, fuck. Look at some of these power poles here. I mean, fuck, man. Hold on, let me fix this. I know people will give me a lot of shit for playing Minecraft. Oh, you play Minecraft? Oh, you're a plebe. Type of shit. And I honestly don't care. I play Minecraft for Minecraft. I don't play for anyone else. I play for me. And if you guys want to see more of my rant / interesting content videos like this, be sure to hit me up with that. I do apologize. My video stopped recording because space ran low. But yeah, I play Minecraft for me, and if you guys want to see more of my content, or for that matter, more of Vice City, or would like to help me with Vice City, be sure to hit me up. Here's the address. That's the Minecraft server address, no password. All I ask is that you be a competent builder, know what the fuck you're doing. By that, I mean, like, you're not building, like, a fucking dirt hut. Like, to prove a point, what I mean by. This is a fairly accomplished builder who also is Ben. I mean, he's using a completely different texture pack, but even in the texture pack I am using, and this is the recommended texture packs, which is Greenfield 1.8 and, let's see, Huntington Model 3D Models version 0.3, which is why there are wires. Yeah. If you do want to join, please, 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 please use those packs in that order with Greenfield on top and Huntington underneath. it just makes more sense that way. Moving along. But yeah, it feels like there's some things missing from the greater Metro Boston area in Fallout 4. I don't know, to me it just, there's some things that make sense that work alright, and then there are some things that just like, you go, what? What? Like, not to give her shit or anything, she's not a bad builder, but keep it realistic is basically what I'm saying if you're going to be joining the server. Like, you also have to build within a size limit. This is not a bad house. Master bath, master bedroom, bedroom/office, mudroom/laundry, garage. It's a 2-1 with a decent sized living room and kitchen. And a mudroom, which could also be turned into a fucking third bedroom if you really wanted to, but why would you? But while it looks amazing on the inside, you have no lot space. You're right up against the fence, you're eating up the driveway. You barely have any backyard. Okay, you have some, but compared to the others, this is a larger backyard. Like, try to keep things within the realm of realisticness, please, is what I'm saying. I know this is eating up a lot of footage and all, but it's just, things just sometimes just don't make sense to me. Sanctuary Hills makes sense. Concord feels like it was designed as a strip town. And no, I'm not talking about anything 18 years and older rated. No, I'm talking like it was built on a one strip road, and that was it. And I've never been to Boston. I don't really know the layout of the older sections of the city. But to me, as someone who's a pseudo city planner of sorts, it just feels a lot smaller in some respects than it really should be. That's what I'm getting at here. Like, not to toot my own horn, but look at Vice and its layout. Nothing feels too small. Like, the backyards could definitely be bigger, but this is heavily influenced by Miami architecture and Miami space, so it's big city oriented from the get-go. Now, you look around, nothing feels too cramped, like it was just stuffed in. It is, but there's enough green space left to feel like, okay. And I understand perfectly that Boston's a big city, and that it's an old city with a lot of ass-backward roads, because fuck you, that's why. But it just, if you're from Boston, can you at least verify that some of these roads are actually like this? I would be very grateful for that. Just mention it down in the comments below. And again, if you guys want to fucking hop on the server, there's a server address right there for you, raxventus.ddns.net. Just speak to me, drop an email, and drop a comment in the video, and I'll be seeing you later. But until next time, dudes, dudettes, and Minecraftians, as well as Vault Dwellers, I shall see you next time.